Hey guys! So, it's that special time of night when everybody's in bed except for me, and I'm sitting here, my brain gets to going at about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and I get all these great ideas, and I went into my little crafty space, and I found my Fauxbonichi, and I thought that I would share it with you guys. I'm not going to share all of it because some of it's quite personal, but I did want to just kind of give you guys some ideas. You planner, scrapbooky, journal type people will like this. All kinds of people will like this, okay? So if you're not familiar with Hobonichi, it is kind of a planner journal type book that people use. It's set up in a very specific format with grid lines instead of just lined paper. Now this one is a Fauxbonichi, so I got this at Barnes & Noble, unlike the actual Hobonichi, which is imported from I believe Japan or China. I'm not sure which one. But there's a specific format, which I will show you here, that us Fauxbonichi people kind of copy. So let me show you up at the top here. They just kind of put the date, the month, the weather, and then I have just a couple of blank spaces here. I'm not sure what the actual Hobonichi does here, but I just did my weight and my Happy Mail count, which for this day I guess I didn't weigh, and I didn't get any Happy Mail either. So I kind of started out my Fauxbonichi doing that, and then I deviated from the format, and I'll kind of flip through and show you guys that in just a minute. So essentially, what I used mine for was kind of a glue book slash planner slash memory book, I guess. I will show you here my first pages. This is from last year, and it's just kind of some sketches, things that I did for the day. We went to the pool, went shopping, ate a big burrito for dinner, which is, a place in town that actually has gigantic burritos. And then I have like a little list of things I was thankful for. This is when I was reading through the New Testament, and it says I'm finally to Revelations, because it seemed like it was taking forever, but I did make it through last summer before school started. So this was at a time when I was doing a lot of swap bot swaps, and if you swap with people, you get a lot of little stickers and ephemera and cutouts and things that sometimes you can use to make ATCs or with your scrapbook, or put in pocket letters, which this is back before pocket letters was a thing, I think. It's before I ever knew about pocket letters. But anyway, I would get some cute little things that I definitely liked, but I didn't really know where to use it or how to use it. So this was like my dumping ground for the things that I liked but I didn't know what to do with. So you'll see here, like, somebody sent me this little stamped image on a book page, which I really loved, so I stuck that in there. And then I found this in a conservation book, and I cut that out. And then some little glittery stickers. I don't know where those came from, but just stuff like that. And then here's some more, like some washi tape that came off of some swap envelopes that I had. And then the rest of it's just kind of like a brain dump, okay? So I sketched in this little picture that my daughter designed, this little creature, and I sewed it on my sewing machine out of felt. So it was kind of a flat, it wasn't flat, but it wasn't like a real poofy stuffed animal kind of thing, because I'm not very good at sewing, but it turned out really cute. She named it her Wheezy, and so she still has that. Let's see, I just kind of put the weather and stuff about the weather. It was cleaning day, that's very exciting. Just kind of stuff I wanted to remember, or stuff I wanted to just get out. Sometimes I complained about stuff, but mostly I tried to just keep it happy because I wanted to remember the happy stuff. Well, this is sad right here. Officially the last day of summer break with the little cry face, because that's what you do when you're a teacher on the last day of summer break. You cry. Anyway. So, kind of just stuck in some things here and there, some little jelly printing leftovers I had, and this little picture that came on a gum packet that I found interesting. Stickers. This is a little example of things that we were doing in art class during the day. Let's see. I'm trying to find some interesting pages for you guys to look at. Oh, here's some stamps that I stuck in there that came off of some international letters that I got. More thankful lists. Our school logo shirts that we could order. I stuck those in there. One of Sheridan. I think this was Sheridan's drawing. Let's see if I put on there. Yes, that was Sheridan's drawing of Pikachu. And she's still working on her anime and manga drawings. Did anybody else get this junk mail? This was my favorite junk mail ever. The camel. This is my name. Shasha, Shasha, Shasha. And then it said, guess what day it is? And it was completely junk mail, but I cut out the camel because I loved it. I love the camel. Let's see. There was a period of time where our dryer was broken and we had to haul all of our wet laundry down to the laundromat, which is just not even a mile down the road. And so I would take along my journaling, scrapbooky, ephemera type stuff, and I would work on that while I was down there. And like I would be sitting there, and there would be, one time there was this woman came along, and she was like looking over my shoulder. She's like, "What is it that you're doing?" And I explained it to her. She's like, "That is the neatest thing I have ever seen. I should do that." And I said, "Yes, you should. Why don't you bring your stuff down here with me tomorrow and we can do it together? Because that would be fun." So, anyway, I kind of just depressed today. Just random stuff. A little owl that I painted on another piece of paper and then glued it in there. Just random little silly things. I shouldn't tell this to you guys, but I guess I will. It's embarrassing. Okay, well here's my little illustration that goes with it. Okay, so the story was, this is just a little funny story. Okay, so on this particular morning, July 31st, 2014, apparently I went in to wake up my daughter, and I'm not going to say who did it, but one of us tooted, and and it startled the cat, and the cat jumped, and it made us both laugh a lot. Because that's the kind of things we're entertained by. It still makes me laugh, obviously, and that's been a year ago almost, so. See, the things that we will remember forever, thanks to our Fauxbonichi. Anyway, I'm going to do like a super, you can see that, okay, by the way, I paid $10 for this. There's like 300 pages, no kidding, in here. This would last forever. I stopped doing it after school started because like, I can't find the time to do anything besides eat, sleep, and work, apparently, when there's school. And I've been doing this for 7 years, and I still haven't figured out how to strike a balance and do things that I still like to do and keep it up like an everyday thing. And I try, and it just doesn't happen. But anyway, so there's some personal type things in here. Not like too bad. I don't write any like personal type things in here. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I might complain about somebody, or probably not, because I don't know. People don't upset me that much, so I probably didn't complain about anybody in here. But I'll just kind of give you just a little flip through here about things that were going on, things that I wrote about, my little drawings and glued in stuff, and depressed today. I wonder what I was depressed about. Let's read and find out. Oh, I made a little bullet checklist. It says, felt fat and worthless. Cried for no reason. Cried a whole bunch. And then my little therapist guy right here says, and how does that make you feel? And I wrote, it's useless. You're probably just trying to make me feel better, but you're lying because it's your job. I really was depressed, wasn't I? Oh well, it happens, you know. That was in August of last year. That was like right after school started, I guess, or right before, right after. I got over it. Yay! I do that though. I get depressed pretty often and just feel worthless. You guys do that? But it does help to, you know, be able to go back and look through a book like this and see that, you know, you were depressed on this day, but then, you know, let's look and see what happened after that. I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the next day was the one that I flipped through earlier, and it was the one with the owl. And it said, okay, it said I had a super artsy day. So apparently my depression gives birth to artsy days. So I wrote here that I received one of these types of flowers in a swap, and I really loved it and decided to make more. And then this is one of my owls that I painted, and it says I made 9 ATCs today, and 4 are being swapped. So it really lifts my spirits when I do swaps, because I like sending mail that looks really cute and pretty, and I like getting mail that's cute and pretty. So that's nice to be able to look back and see that, and see how I felt that day and how I felt the next day, and that I got over it. So anyway, I would really like to know if you guys use anything like this for just kind of like a glue book, journaling, memory type thing, and then also to-do list. I didn't show you guys in here actually. Also, I did like a swap list. These were the swaps I was doing. You can see I didn't check them all off, but trust me, I did actually do them. I don't not do my swaps. This was something I got in a swap that somebody made. Isn't that pretty? It was like a little scrap that they had done jelly print and made this really pretty little like mandala type design over it. I love it. It's so pretty. I put some little washi samples. See, I just like going back. I don't like to go back and look at most of my old journals and diaries and stuff that just have writing in them, because, meh, But these are like interesting to look at. I cannot tell you how many times, even since last year, I've gone back and looked at this just because it's so bright and colorful. And there's just like little bits and pieces of things that I like to read about that happened that day. Things that I would normally forget about. And I just wrote little tidbits. But anyway, so if you guys do something like this and you have done a flip through on YouTube of some kind or made a video about it, I really would like to see it because I really want to get inspired to do this again. It's just been so long, it seems like, and I haven't even done it this summer. It's already July 9th, and I haven't even worked in this book at all this summer. And I just haven't felt the motivation to do it, but I really would like to get motivated again. So if you guys have some videos, link them down below so that I can watch them, or you know, so that anybody else who comes by and likes this idea can get more ideas about other ways that people use this type of book, or an actual Hobonichi, or a Midori, or just a sketchbook or a travel journal, or whatever it is that you use. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to fill this up for a long time, but when it does get full, hopefully one of these days, I need to know what I'm going to use next. So, I'm always looking for like the next thing. So anyway, comment down below. I want to see your stuff, okay? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, give me a thumbs up, please. And subscribe for more videos. I'm going to be doing some art journal flip throughs. I have lots of art journals that I would like to share with you guys. And I will do, I didn't do like an up close, slow flip through of this because, you know, some of the writing I just don't want to like put out there to the whole world. But my art journal, I would be more than happy to do like an actual photo flip through so that you guys can see all the different stuff that I did in that. Yeah. Alright guys, have a good night. Bye.